What? Hey, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with this situation, but it bothers me a little bit. And we gonna have to dig deep into this. The first time I heard about this situation is on Tasha K, where this woman right here, Savannah Grant, she had threw acid on her boyfriend's girlfriend's face. She said it was an accident because she was doing. Well, we're gonna get into that more, but listen to this right quick.
Clorox bleach with red lye and tossed it in the face of 30-year-old Sabrina.
Fair
Greenlee.
use, fair use, fair use.
She is now blind.
Entertainment purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
That was tossed in her face. You were sentenced to 20 years for assault and battery with intent to kill. This was
fair use, fair use. This is fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is under the Fair Use Act, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I am giving my opinion based on the situation. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't agree with what she did. I just have a problem with the situation. So let's go. Let's get it. Come on in here, come on in here, come up in here, ladies and gentlemen, my kings and my queens, my crowns and my tiaras. Welcome, welcome, welcome over here to House of Queens TV. Also, if you're here for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome over here, baby. Yes, welcome. Subscribe if you want to do so. Notification bell button. Hit all so every time I upload, you guys will be notified. Also, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, so it can push me through the algorithm, so everyone can enjoy my commentary and my content. Again, everything over here is alleged and it's for entertainment purposes only. And it is fair use. This is fair use. So, with further ado, let's go ahead and get into continue to this content. And this is from Tasha K, and I'm gonna get other people else that I have used their content as well. Because like I said, I have a problem with this situation. Not more or less on Savannah Grant, on Sabrina. Because some of her interviews, excuse me guys, some of her interviews that she didn't, it's her story to say, but she left out a whole lot of what she went through. But like again, I said, it's her story to say how she want her story to be told, but she contradicted herself on one of her interviews. And I'm not shaming this woman because she is a victim, but both these women are victims in my opinion. They both are victims. It's just that she had an unfortunate accident that led her to be blind. So both of these women are victims against that man. He was being messy and a fuck nigga. And unfortunately, Miss Sabrina got an acid attack. Again, this is my opinion. This is fair use. And it's more or less entertainment, but not entertainment as in a funny type of entertainment.
Due to the acid mix that was tossed in her face, you were sentenced to 20 years for assault and battery with intent to kill. This was all over a boyfriend that you both shared.
I didn't find out until after the incident during my court trial that they had been seeing each other. Well, she kept calling the house, and I was like, why do you keep calling my house? I have a baby here. You know, why do you keep calling and hanging up all night long? One of my friends, homeboys, they was like, you know, he's seeing this chick named
Sabrina
Gadivers. I was like, nah, I don't know her. And never heard of her, never seen her. And he was like, you guys kind of favor her a lot. And I was like, I don't know who she is. Until one day I was at my cousin's house, and Anton apparently used Sabrina's home phone and called me at my cousin's house, and she called back. But she had a conversation with my cousin, not me. And so my cousin called me and told me the nature of the conversation with the two of them. So we have a heated argument.
Okay, y'all. I had to screenshot it because the device I'm using is not my community thing. It's not available on the device that I'm using. So I can screenshot to show you guys. So go over to my community tab on my channel. I put a poll. I just made the poll. I said it's Sabrina Greenlee innocent, or it's Savannah Grant innocent, or just give me your opinion on the situation. So I made a poll right here, and so I just made it. So when it's uploaded, y'all can also go over to my community tab. I'll say I'm gonna start doing a lot of stuff over there on my community board, and so y'all can get engaged with my family, my queens and my queens, my kings and my queens. So just go over to my community tab and put in your opinion, or just vote on this situation, this poll that I just did. So again, like I said, they both are victims, in my opinion only. I just made this as who's innocent. Nobody's innocent in the situation. They both are victims, but I just worded it that way. So again, I'm gonna try to start being engaged more over here on my community board. So just go over here, and don't forget to thumbs up the content, please. Leave a comment in the comment section, and also join me on my community board over here on House of Queens TV. So let's get back into what we came here for. Okay, again, you guys, I said, like, this is fair use. This is a fair use. And this is Sabrina Greenlee. She is the young lady that got attacked by Savannah Grant. And I am not victim shaming. I am just giving my opinion. And I'm going to give you guys a few clips of her in her interviews. And like I said, it's her story to say what happened to her. She was there. She experienced it. And she was there. She was there. So, it's just that some of the things that she say in one interview, she don't say in the other. And if something happened to you and it was truthfully, you remember everything that happened to you. So my thing is that I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm just saying that she's not being truthful of what that she's saying. And again, I'm not victim shaming this woman. And what she's been through is that she was older than Savannah. And so when we're dealing with men, our emotions just go out the window. Everything that we believe in or we know what's wrong and right is to go out the window. I have been there before. I'm not going to sit here and say I have not. I have fought females countlessly behind my partners when I was dating this man or I was dating that man. And so I understand. And one incident, it did involve me going to jail. So, child. So I understand what she is experienced and what she went through, and also experienced what Savannah, because she the one went to jail. Like I said, I've been to jail too, behind a man and a female, thinking that they gonna sit here and come to my place of residence. They lucky that they're still alive. But moving on.
Because this particular guy, he had access to my home, keys to my car, my children. I mean, I just literally let him move in within 2 months. And so this particular morning, he says that he's going to ITT Tech. He's going to a technical school. And
he can't even spell technical college, in the words of Steve Harvey.
I had just purchased a brand new Lexus. So to move forward a little bit, he actually ended up calling me. Once I got up and I realized that he had took the car, I got up and he called me and he says, hey, I'm at this location. And I was like, well, I want my car. And I said, I need my car. You took the wrong car. And he was like, well, come get it. So I get get up, and I think it never dawned on me that I can't drive 2 cars back home, but I was so frustrated. I just wanted my car. And as I'm going to that place, he calls me again. He says, I'm not there. I'm at this place. And I really went there to just have this long, heated discussion, like, why did you take my car? You know, it's not okay, because the relationship was ending. Well, he calls me to a place, and I go there. Eventually, this is the 3rd location. He calls me there, I go there, and he comes outside, and he says that, I know I shouldn't be here, but this is going on.
Can you go get my packages
and I was
off
like,
the
I
porch,
don't care
please?
at this point, just give me the keys to my car. He takes
Okay.
my wrist, and he turns me around, and my back is to this door. I have no idea who's in there. I honestly don't care. And a young lady comes out of the door that's behind me, and she has this concoction in her hand of liquid red devil I mixed with Clorox. Well, of course, the forensics in court said that the concoction got up to 200 degrees. So she burns her hand trying to get this concoction on me. And she dashes this on me. Instantly, my hand go up. She calls my name. She dashes this concoction on me. At first,
See, right there. That's what I have a problem with, because in the beginning, I don't know if it's in the, because I'm doing like multiple things, y'all. So she said that she didn't know the young lady didn't know her. So if y'all didn't know each other, and you said that in another incident where she said she was on her way to his mom's house, and she was passing by and she noticed her car, so she went to the residence where she seen her car at, because he told her that he was at his mom's house. So, but anyways, she said that the young lady did not know her, and she didn't know the young lady. But then right here she said that the young lady had called her name, and that's when she turned around. So if y'all don't know each other, how did she call your name? How did she know your name? And then you turn around, unless the young man called your name when y'all was arguing a situation. That's the only thing that I can know, that that she got your name. But in her interview with Tasha K, Savannah said that you kept calling her house, and then you called her cousin's house, and y'all had a conversation right there. Again, this man that's in between y'all two women, he is being fucking messy, and he caused this whole situation to happen. And I don't like that. It's always a man, even though you are old enough and adult enough to understand that you put yourself in a situation and you know how to get out of it. But you know, you can't tell someone how to love someone else, or to be with that person. If they want to be in a twine of 3 or 4 or more, that's their choice. If they want to keep putting themselves in this toxic situation. So I'm just saying that what I'm saying right here is that she said that she didn't know the young lady didn't know her, but she called her name and she turned around, and that's when she dashed her with the chemicals.
This is warm water, and I said, why would someone pour warm water on me? This is a Saturday, and the sun is beaming.
She was trying she was trying to stall you.
And here I am.
Because I have done that too.
Why would someone pour warm water on me? Well, I realized instantly that it's not warm water, because when I take...
She was trying to scald you, and I have done it as well too, because I don't mind going head to head with a female. I'm gonna show you what these hands is about. Fair use. I will show you what these hands are about. Arguing with you, I'll argue with you to a certain extent, but you know, just keep going back and forth. Nah. And then you come to my home or residence where I reside my head here with my children. That man should never made it available or made access to you to know where I stay at. And since you took it upon yourself to come to this address of mine, then you got problems. Because I think now you just done I think you mentally ill, because you knocked on my door first of all and asked for a nigga that is not on my lease. Huh? I'm recording right quick, so just bring it in here. So I have been there. So like I said, I have been in a situation. So now I think you just got some mental issues because you knocked on my door, asked for a nigga that ain't on my lease. So you got to be a little slower touched in the head. And then you proceed to argue with me, and then now both of our energies is at a time high. So now you telling me you gonna physically harm me. So you really must be, girl, something must be wrong with you. Because with my bipolarness that I have and the disorder that I have going on, so I suffer from personality disorder, where I have a lot of people living in my head and different personalities. So it's not fair to that person. It's not fair to you, because I don't know which one of my personalities is going to jump on you. And so with all these people living in my head, I don't think it's fair to you as a woman, or whatever you want to see. I don't think it's fair to you that all these people living in my head, I don't know which one gonna jump on you. It might be this one, might be two. It might be all of us gonna jump on you, girl. And that's not a fair fight, because you came here by yourself, and I got backup. I got like 10, 20 people living in my head. So all of us might jump on you. So I don't think that's fair to you that my homegirls gonna jump on you, because I don't know which one you might get. You might get one, you might get two, you might just get all of us. So I don't know which one of them gonna show up and jump on you at that moment. So it wasn't fair for you to come here by yourself, because of my personality disorder. They was gonna get you, girl. So I've been there. So moving on.
My hand up to my face. My skin
moving
is like
on.
coming off in my hand, and I'm like bleeding all over my.
Yeah, I got this package in the mail.
My back.
I got this big old box.
My chest.
It's like a medium-sized box, girl.
Not even seconds later.
Just for this itty bitty. I ordered some.
Most of my skin
I ordered
like
some.
Came off. I'm bleeding.
Candle
really bad.
scent. Some scents for candles.
Comes over my eyes.
And they gave me this big ass box for this little bitty thing of
it's hard to breathe.
Damn
I keep trying to
scent.
get up, but I can't get up. And I
They
just
wasting.
I realized that this is how I'm gonna die.
They waste this big old box for this little bitty thing of candle scent.
Sorry for me, or he thinks they're gonna get in trouble. One or the other, but he picks me up and puts me in my car, the Lexus. He puts me on the passenger seat. Well, by this time, I'm slowly going into a coma.
So listen to what she say that happened at the that he picked her up and placed her in a car and took her to the gas station and stuff like that. So it's just her events that happen is way different from what Savannah said. Please watch from beginning to end, y'all. Please watch from beginning to end. Subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
The attendant starts screaming. She locks the door. She calls 911 immediately. By this time, they take me to the water fountain near the cash register, and I'm just holding on to it for dear life. And she starts on the passenger seat. Well, by this time, I'm slowly going into a coma, and I can barely breathe. He takes me into a gas station, and the attendant starts screaming. She locks the door. She calls 911 immediately. By this time, they take me to the water fountain near the cash register, and I'm just holding on to it for dear life. And she starts splashing water on my face. He leaves me there to die. Never comes back. I don't see him again until court. But girlfriend, and I was called to a place one day. I went there to retrieve my car. So him and I are standing outside the car. I finally found the car, and we're arguing. And a young lady comes out, and she has a concoction of Red Devil I mixed.
She said she finally found the car. So did he call you over there, or did you know exactly where he was at? See, again, you guys, see, it sounds like I'm being harsh to this woman and stuff like that. I am not. I don't like people that play victim, even though she lost her sight. And she is a victim. I'm not saying she's not. And I don't want to get a lot of backlash from this, because it's just, I'm just giving my opinion on the situation. All I can do is give my opinion. I was not there. I just been in situations like this, and because the person that came to your house, you know, it's your choice to open the door. It's your choice to open the door, and then y'all have a heated physical altercation, and that person that came got the bad end of the stick, and now all of a sudden she's the victim because she came to your residence and you defended yourself, and she's got the bad end of the stick, and now she's doing a promo tour because the situation that happened. But she should have just talked to him, or even had the police if she thought the situation was going to get out of control. Because I know she wasn't just talking to him. I know for a fact this woman was arguing with that other woman. She did not go over there to that woman's house and he outside and give my keys and they arguing, and she not saying nothing to that other woman. That's a fucking lie.
Clorox, and she splashes it on me as I'm touching my face and my back. The skin is coming off of my hands.
Fair use.
I'm laying there on my back, and as I'm laying there, this curtain comes over my eyes. A white curtain comes over my eyes, and I instantly go blind. My ex-boyfriend
Again, like I say, this is copyright disclaimer. This is for the Fair Use Act. For news reporting, comments, educational, and research. This is fair use under the copyright statute. And infringing. That's my disclaimer. YouTube noted. Okay, so this is Savannah telling her side of the story and what happened. So let's just hear a little bit of what she had to say, and then we're gonna go to this other guy, and I'm gonna give my opinion on that. So let's just get back to this. This is Savannah. This is the woman who threw the chemicals on Miss Greenlee. So let's hear her situation of what happened the day involving the acid attack. Again, this is fair use, fair use. Also, don't forget the thumbs up if you're here for the first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host. I am who? I'm that girl. I am Queen 31 April Diva, and welcome to House of Queens TV, my kings and my queens. Again, don't forget the thumbs up, and thank each and every one of you guys for coming over here and experience my commentary, also with my content.
Triangle. Actually, to this day, I really don't know. I found out during my trial when they met. Okay. So, he had been seeing her while he and I was together based on the dates that she gave during the trial. Mm-hmm. She knew who I was, but I never knew who she was until I moved back from Maryland. And while I was away, I guess their relationship, got a little bit more in depth, mm-hmm. because I think he moved in with her. Okay. And so, to my knowledge, he met her at the strip club where she was working at the time. Mm-hmm. And, so like I said, I never knew anything about her, and she knew everything about me. And I learned this once I moved back from Maryland, because I never went out. And when I moved back, I started hanging out and, going places. And I found out that he was dating her. Mm-hmm. And she and I had a few run-ins. Okay.
And see, that's what I don't understand. Even though that Miss Greenlee is the victim, like, so they both are victims, but she is the victim, like, as in the attack. it's okay to tell your story. Okay, you can how women will always deflect and say, okay, I was young and I was dumb, and I let my emotions get the best of me. I did go to that woman's house. I was nitpicking. Okay, then they're gonna. Okay, well, you caused this on yourself. She don't want to say that because she don't want to make it seem like, okay, she was the victimizer and then she became the victim. People can become a victim and then become a victimizer. So she was the victimizer and then she became the victim, if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, if you continuously get in a physical, okay, if you in a domestic violence relationship, I learned this when I was taking my DV classes. If y'all know what DV is, they have classes for DV. And so I was taking my DV classes, right? Okay, right. So, and they had explained to us in class where you can be a victim and then become a victimizer. So, a person that is a victim when they're getting abused, and then they said enough is enough, instead of leaving the situation, then they started to overpower the situation, and then now you are the victimizer. So that's just a little breakdown of what a victimizer can be to a victim, and then a victim to a victimizer. You know what I'm trying to say? If y'all don't, I will explain to y'all in the comment section if y'all want me to give y'all more details on it. Again, don't forget to go over there to my community tab and do the poll. I will remind you guys at the end of this video. Again, thank you guys for coming over here and enjoying the content.
That's when things started to escalate.
Okay.
You know.
All right. So y'all had a few run-ins. What was the very first incident that you had with her when you found out who she was? Obviously, she knew who you were this whole time. And what was the very first incident where you found out about her? Period.
The first incident, I think, was a phone call.
Okay.
It wasn't a phone call of my own. She had called my cousin's house. Apparently, Anton had called my cousin's house looking for me, and she called maybe, I guess, just to see who he had been speaking to, and my cousin and her had this long, in-depth phone call, and my cousin called me once it was over and explained to me about their conversation. And so, I guess that was the first incident, but not with she and I, but when she called and she got my phone number from Anton and she started calling, and that was the first initial incident where she and I had a phone conversation, and the first in-person altercation was at a beauty salon.
Okay.
I think it was a braid shop. You know, I went to get my braids styled, and she was in a chair getting her braids styled. So they couldn't do my hair because at the time that particular shop didn't style braids. So I left,
Sabrina
and on my
Greenlee.
way leaving out, she came out behind me, cursing and fussing, and I laughed at her and I drove off. But it got worse. You know, there were several incidents where I remember sitting in my place and having to park my car in the backyard and dim the lights on my TV. Sort of looked like I wasn't home.
Why would you have to do that?
Because the harassment got so bad where I wanted to appear that I wasn't even there.
So when you said the harassment got so bad, you had to pretend that you weren't home, dim your lights, dim your TV, or turn your TV down. Is that because someone was coming to your home?
Yeah. Sabrina, on occasions, it wasn't just her, it was Anton, Sabrina, because mind you, he was the one that showed her where I lived at.
And why would he do something like that?
Your guess is good as mine to this day.
Okay.
That would be a question that he would have to answer.
Right.
If he answered it truthfully. Because I don't know. I don't know what man would do that.
Okay.
You know, what real guy would do that.
So both of them would come to harass you?
Yeah, he would be with her sometimes, and sometimes it would be her and her friends from the strip club. And
so when he would come with her to your house to harass, like, what would they say? I mean,
they would be in front of my home, riding up and down the street, and they would be calling and just harassing me. And I would call the police. Mm-hmm. I remember calling the police on several different occasions, and nothing was ever done. I remember going to Judge Cagle trying to get a restraining order.
Judge Cagle?
Yes. Okay. Judge Diane Cagle.
Okay.
And there was an incident where she and I were on the phone in Anton, and there was an argument. She told him that I was seeing someone else, and he came to my home. I answered the door, and he asked me if I was seeing someone, and I said yes, and he beat me really, really bad.
So had he ever beat you before?
No, that was the first time.
He's never put his hands on you?
Never put his hands on me, ever.
So he's messed around on you. He's dealt with several different women. He's been very disrespectful, obviously, in the beginning.
Yes.
After he came home. But yet he had never put his hands on you.
Never.
Until he was told that you were seeing someone else.
Right.
By Sabrina.
Right.
Obviously the girl that he was supposed to be with at that time and living with.
Right.
Who is your victim.
Right.
So Sabrina tells him that you're seeing someone else. He comes to your home to confirm if you're seeing someone else. You say yes, and then he beats you. Mm-hmm. What happens after that?
I called the police. I told him, what happened, and I filed charges on him. So, needless to say, we ended up going to court, and which was with Diane Cagle again. Mm-hmm. And went to court.
More than 10, less than 20.
Yes.
Okay, so you have more than 10, less than 20 altercations, back and forth, over the phone, physical altercations, beauty parlor, clubs, restaurants, all of these different places.
Well, hair salon, my home. She never bothered me while we were in the club.
Okay.
I was just at the hair salon and over the phone and just coming to my home.
Okay, so when the incident happened, did it happen at your home?
It did. It happened at my home.
So she came to your home?
Yes, she came to my home. In fact, she drove from Clemson at the time. She was living in Clemson. I lived in Greenville, and she drove from Clemson to my home.
And what happened when she got to your home?
Okay, so that day that she came to my house the last time, Anton was there. She came looking for him. Her excuse was she came looking for her car, but you rang the doorbell. You came into my home. We had an altercation. She wouldn't leave, and I ended up throwing red devil light on her, causing her to be blind. And once I threw that on her, because I did.
Okay, you guys, this is going to be the last clip that I put in here, and then I'm going to leave it up to you guys to leave the comments in the comment section, and also don't forget to go on to my community wall so you guys can vote on the poll that I had uploaded for you guys to participate in. And so this right here, I have a very, very big problem with this guy that he's going to get his opinion, but his opinion is warranted. He can say what he wants to, but I have a problem with what he said, and I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to give my commentary right after.
July 20th, 2002, you were 23 years old when you mixed up Clorox bleach with red lye and tossed it in the face of 30-year-old Sabrina Greenlee.
I just want to say that Tasha K is disgusting, and I'm going to tell you why. Why would you have on the woman who put Clorox in Red Devil's Lie and splash it in the face of another woman? Explain that to me. All right, so back in 2002, right? Sabrina Greenlee was dealing with a man. She was dating him. She didn't know that he had a girlfriend. The girlfriend became jealous, Savannah Grant, and decided she was going to splash all this stuff in her face. Made this woman blind and put her in a coma. Now, Sabrina Greenlee is also the mother of DeAndre Hopkins, who is in the NFL. It bothers me that Tasha K would have this woman on there. It reminds me of that episode of Oprah when Oprah decided to have Gerald Imes, Monique's brother, who also sexually molested her as a child. You're messy. You're very, very messy. And there's a reason why you did not win that defamation suit against Cardi B. Because you're a disgusting human being. Why would you do this? What is your purpose? What do you have to gain from doing this interview? The person that you should be interviewing is Sabrina Greenlee. The one who overcame all of this stuff. Wrote an inspirational book and is now living her life. But instead, you want to interview the attacker, the woman that's been in jail for 20 years, who did one of the most vile things that she could do. And also, let me say another thing, right? If you find out that your man is cheating on you, you leave him. You go. Why didn't she leave? So you were that jealous that you could have seen in your mind that this girl wasn't the problem. He was the problem. But instead, you stayed with him. You ended up going to jail anyway because of what you did. He was the guilty party, not her. And she suffered because of his actions, because he wasn't honest. But you don't care about that, do you? I will not be watching that interview. I will not be supporting Tasha K in any way. I will not be supporting Savannah Grant. But Sabrina Greenlee, I will continue to support, and her son. Those are good people.
Okay, hold on. I got something to motherfucking say. Now, you dick riding. Because, see, Sabrina Greenlee, at the time that the incident happened, she had 4 children. And her son, Delante, he was a child. He was only about, maybe 10, maybe 7 years old. I can't recall the age he was. He was not this phenomenal football player that we see today in this age. He was a kid, a child. You have to separate her being the mother of a NFL football superstar. So you say you support Sabrina Greenlee and her son. She had 4 kids. So you you sound like a groupie. Because why you just can't support Sabrina herself and what she went through? You sound like a fan. And then the part where you said that Savannah did this and did that. Yes, she did the attack. She did that. But Sabrina came to her house. If you would sit back and hear and watch some of the interviews and not be a fucking dick rider on Sabrina's son's dick, you will hear all these things. Sabrina, she gonna give y'all what she wants y'all to know. She didn't tell y'all about the harassment and the physical fight. She leave all that out. She just said that she went to go retrieve her car from her man that was at another woman's house. And don't sit here and say for a second that you don't think that when Sabrina pulled up to get her car from her man at another woman's house, that she didn't say words to that woman. She just, the other woman just talking trash, right? And Sabrina did not say that 1 or 2 words to her. You a fucking fool if you sit here and say that you would sit here and say that Sabrina just went over there like a whole wholesome church gal and give me my keys to my car so I can go on my own way. No, it wasn't like that. It was some words exchanged and it got heated. And I'm not saying that Savannah is innocent in this whole situation. She did what she did. She paid her crime to society. She paid her debt. This just now coming out. This was 20 years ago. But you want to say, I support Sabrina and her son. She had 4 kids. And you will not be supporting Tasha K. Tasha K, I need your support, honey. One less of not supporting Tasha K. What they gonna do? She's still doing her thing, and she give people like Savannah a platform so she can give her side of what happened. Because everybody giving Sabrina interviews and stuff like that because of her son. So she's giving Savannah a platform so Savannah can tell what happened. Because Miss Sabrina is leaving out a lot of important details. And like I said, I'm not shaming Sabrina. I'm not bigging up Savannah. I'm just saying it's a very thin gray line in the middle of what Sabrina said happened and what Savannah said happened. Only because Sabrina has a celebrity son. So we don't need your big-headed, big-nosed ass sitting up here trying to shame Tasha K because what you eat don't make her shit. And trying to say you want to support one child and not support the other 3 because you're dick riding. But anyways, that's not no here or there. So again, you guys, thank you guys for coming over here and supporting and viewing my content. And also, watch this from beginning to end, you guys. Please, please, please. That would give me a lot of watch time hours. And don't forget to thumbs up the content. That would be very appreciative. And I just love all you guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, go over there and do the poll on my community tab on YouTube. Soon as this is over with, when you watch from beginning to end, go over there to my community and then vote on the poll. And I'm staying called life. You know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But put your faith in God. He will see you through His all understanding. I love you. God love you. And I hope you love yourself even more. And I'm going to keep Savannah Grant in my prayers and also Sabrina Greenlee in my prayers. But Savannah Grant, she ain't told not one lie. And her in all her interviews that she have done, she have not changed not one word of what she said. So prayers up, and I'm gonna continue praying for everybody that was involved in this fucking situation. And I am your girl, Queen 318 Barricaded Diva, House of Queens TV. This is the community tab over here. You guys can vote. And also, have a safe and blessed, wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you're watching from. And I love you, I love you, I love you. And I will check you guys on another one. Love you.